just the basic physical standby. I do want to mention at this point that the physical standby is the simplest way to use DataGuard. DataGuard is a lot more powerful than the basic physical standby database. And those of you who are already using it, I'll be interested to know if you're using some of the other features of DataGuard: snapshot standbys, logical standbys, cascading standbys. These are wonderful capabilities that a lot of sites don't exploit. And many sites, thank you for that, many sites do just stop with the basic physical standby. You can do a lot more with a database with DataGuard than that. You can create multiple standby databases of various types and get real business value out of them. There's a lot more to it than protecting against data loss. So our basic physical standby is all about fault tolerance, preventing loss to data caused by physical damage to the database, damage to files, damage to hardware. And it can be damage to a whole site as well, the loss of a whole site. I mean, you don't normally have sites taken out by atom bombs, but you do sometimes lose communications to a data center. That happens with disturbing frequency, even in the modern world. Not so long ago, I was on contract to Oracle University for a while, and we were running off cloud servers in a huge data center that Oracle has in Texas. They rent the space from IBM, one of IBM's data centers outside Houston. And while I was on that job, we actually lost connectivity to the entire Houston data center for most of a day because of some flooding, apparently, around Texas. And if that could happen to Oracle and IBM, it can happen to you. So the physical standby headline usage protects you against data loss, consequential damage to the database, and also against loss of availability, typically through networking problems, when you lose access to an entire data center. It does not protect you against loss due to user error. Always remember that. And in particular, remember that special category of user error, which is errors made by us, the DBAs. You're logged on to production when you think you're logged on to test, and you drop a schema, that sort of thing. Physical standbys may help you recover from that situation, but that's not what they're for. It's physical damage. It will minimize downtime in the event of problems. A well-designed physical standby environment can limit downtime to single-digit minutes. If you read the docs, and if you read the marketing material, you may be led to believe that downtime can be 30 seconds. I've seen that in quite a lot of marketing material. Physical standby can reduce downtime in the event of failure to 30 seconds. That's not true. And then later on in the course, we explain why there are certain delays, but certainly single-digit minutes is possible. We can guarantee zero data loss, absolutely zero data loss, a rock-solid guarantee that no committed data will ever be lost. However, not that many sites actually implement the zero data loss environment, because certainly in releases earlier than 12, there were distinct problems with performance if you did enable the zero data loss. And most sites, in my experience, which is pretty extensive, use a mode of operation known as maximum performance, which is almost certainly zero data loss. In the maximum performance mode, an awful lot has to go wrong before you lose any data. The physical standby underpins some very useful, more advanced capabilities that we see in later sections of the course when we look at some of the alternative ways of using DataGuard. So that's what it's for. The primary headline usage of a physical standby, zero data loss.